Yeah, thank you so much for joining us and thank you
Okay.
so much for participating. This is Blessings During Quarantine episode 4. So I'm here with my, how do I say this? Like freshman friends.
Just
You guys are done with
okay.
first year, so like, yeah. Anyways, I want you guys to introduce yourself. Like, what's your name and where you're from, and then yeah, something like just introduce yourself. Anna, you would like to start first? Would you like to start?
Yeah. All right. So my name is Anna Flores, and I'm from Ontario. Yeah. So I've been here in quarantine ever since Monday after March break. So pretty much the same length as the rest of us. We've all been home for that long. So yeah,
You should say that you're Busa.
I am. I forgot about that little detail there. Yeah. So I'm the social VP for Busa for this coming school year.
Perfect. Maretes?
Hi guys. My name is Maretes. I'm from Vancouver, BC. One of the best provinces in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm an elementary education major.
Mhm. Shelby?
Hi, I'm Shelby Edson, and I live in Calgary, Alberta, and I'm a biomed major.
Yo, isn't Shelby now like 18, right? She just turned 18, right?
19.
What? No?
Oh, you turned 19?
Yeah.
Wait, anyways, Jeimyl, let's go.
Okay, hi. My name is Jeimyl. I am here in Langley, BC, and I am in biomed.
All right, so like as I told you guys before, like this is Blessings During Quarantine, episode
Mhm.
4. And then I just want to focus on what you guys have been receiving some blessings during this quarantine because many people are so anxious, and then I would like this video and your stories to be an encouragement for those people who are always like getting worried about so many things and then being anxious like that. So who wants to start?
Okay, I guess I can start. I saw
Yeah,
James
Busa,
laughing, I
Busa,
think, so I was
Busa
like,
always start off.
okay. Um, so I think for me, it hasn't been too bad of a quarantine just because I have the blessing of being one of those people that can still work during these times. Even though like it is risky, like having to see people every day because I work at a greenhouse on my high school, on my previous high school campus. But the way I see it as a blessing is that every day I come in contact with so many people, and even though a lot of people see that as being dangerous, I find it as a way of like still being a blessing to like people during this time. And it's really easy to get irritated because like the lines are long and people are waiting to get in, they have to social distance, so people are really irritated. Like a lot of customers will give a lot of attitude. And I think a blessing for me is being able to really show patience and really portray God's character during these times, because it's very easy to retaliate and to want to like fight back with these customers that have like the worst attitudes. So I think that's a blessing for me during this time, is just learning how to be meek in the way that I speak, in my actions, just showing God's love even just through words and having patience. So I think that's one of the blessings that I'm going through right now.
Honestly, I cannot really like kind of relate to what Anna's going through because I'm in Lacombe. First of all, we don't have long lines. We do social distance, but then I guess wait, are you in Toronto or just like where are you living?
Like 5 minutes out of Toronto.
Okay,
Like
so
more.
anyways, Ontario is not doing good with this coronavirus.
No, it's
So
not.
I guess you guys are having a little bit different situation that yeah, BC is doing good right now, right? I think they're
We're
doing
chilling. A
good.
lot of things are opening up.
Yo,
Restaurants.
when I left BC, they started opening up. Anyways,
Back then.
anyways, yeah, Anna, yeah, it's really nice to have like those experience, and yeah, it's hard to like like control our temper if it's like
Mhm,
the line is too long, and then you want to get it done really fast, quick, but then
mhm.
yeah, like I wouldn't be able to like have those patience because
It's
I
hard.
lack patience. Okay, what?
Marita.
anyways, anyways, Shelby, you want to go next?
Okay, so I guess for me, I'm at my grandparents' house right now with my auntie, and I guess it's just like being able to spend some quality time with my family who I haven't been able to spend time with since I was like a lot younger. So just like being able to catch up. And like my grandparents are getting older, so like helping them like with the garden and like doing chores around like the house and the yard because they live in the country. So like we live right off the Peace River, so down in Dunvegan. And my uncle has a U-Pick strawberry farm and like an ice cream place. So like just helping out with them and everything. It's been great. And like it's so beautiful up here. Like it rained yesterday and like everything is so green and it's like kind of like a little piece of heaven, I think.
Mhm. Yeah, I really like it. I really like it. Like that's one of the blessings, because
Mm.
a lot of times,
Yeah.
maybe Anna, can you see like those beautiful natures in Ontario?
Yeah, we have a lot of rolling
Oh,
hills.
really?
No, mountains.
I thought it was
Yeah,
a
I know,
city.
right?
I thought it was a
Yeah,
city.
it's not your city.
Anyways, Jeimyl, you would like to go ahead and share your story?
Okay. I think the one blessing I just thought of like right now, as everybody was sharing, is about the money I got from Justin Trudeau. I know that's a very shallow blessing because it's just money, but then you know what I mean? It's like such a blessing that even though at this time some of us can't work or
Mhm.
you know, like we have to pay for our tuition and things, at least Justin Trudeau came in clutch with that
Yeah.
1250. Okay.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think that's a really big blessing, at least for me, because I'm not too sure if I'm going to get work this summer. But for me, I'd say my biggest blessing that I think in the moment, I kind of just let it go by and I didn't really consider it as a blessing and more of like a burden was towards the beginning of quarantine. I know like you guys already know about it, but um, at first, when I was still at Berman, I heard from my mom that my dad was in contact with somebody with corona and that he might possibly have it. And so it wasn't like serious at first then. So it was kind of funny for me and I kind of laughed about it. But then as the day came for me to come back, I found out that the guy actually did have corona and that he had gotten tested. And so that my dad was like now at risk and he had to be quarantined at home. And so at that time, I had to live with my cousins for like a good week. And so even though I was home, I wasn't like home. So at the time, it was really difficult for me, just not knowing what might happen with my family, especially my dad. But I think the blessing that I got out of it, other than the fact that he's okay and that he was cleared and got tested and everything, was I was able just to appreciate that I'm just so lucky that I have so much family around. Because I know that for some students, like those at Berman right now, you might be alone at home, your family just in different countries, and you don't know what's happening to them. So I'm just really thankful that I have my family here, and not just my family, but like my relatives to support me in times of need.
And that's a good blessing, because your father is he a nurse?
Yeah, both my parents.
So yeah, like hi Maretes.
My phone died.
Just
Time to
Yeah, I think we should keep our like keep always keep praying for those frontliners, cuz
Mhm.
yeah, those are the people really in danger. Like they probably get in contact with so many people, although they have those they do like those hand sanitizer and all this mask and stuff. Like it's still dangerous. So
Yeah.
please keep praying for Jamil's father and all those what's that? All those frontliners, nurses, doctors, and everybody.
Yeah.
So Maritas, hello.
Hi.
Where have you been?
Sorry.
go.
My phone died. Okay, no. Okay. I'm dead. Sorry. Benji, what were
It's
you
your
saying?
turn.
Oh,
Your turn, Mark.
Oh, my turn? Oh, sorry. Okay. Wait, where did Benji go? Is he still here?
Can you guys see me?
yeah, we can two of you.
Yeah, now you can see you.
Okay, so Murders, you're the last. You want to share any
Oh.
story about blessings?
It's not really a story, but I can share like your blessings for like quarantine and stuff. Like it's like it helped me a lot to like slow down because this time like last summer I was in like work mode already. Like I had a job. I worked like 5 days a week, like 8-hour days, sometimes longer. Like I barely spent any time with my family, and like I just working. But like being quarantined now, like not having a job, has really helped me like connect with my family like a lot, because like you're stuck in the house with your family all the time. So like get basically am forced to hang out with them and have fun with them.
Mhm.
Forced. Keyword forced.
But like my family, I'm very blessed to have like my family. Like I've like how many people? Wow, I come from a family of like 7, so like it's never a dull moment. I've always had people to talk to, and I'm very blessed for that, because I know there's a lot of like only children
Mhm.
or like single people that don't have anybody to talk to, not anybody to hang out with this, and they're in quarantine, so they can't see any of their friends, so they're like closed off to the world, and like they don't have anybody. So like I'm very blessed to have a lot of family, like wow, a lot of family around me like at all times. So I'm very blessed for that.
Mhm.
And yeah, just happy to be alive. I guess
Beautiful.
healthy. I'm
True.
healthy. I'm safe. I'm good.
By just hearing you guys is like kind of like what you call it, like not a story, but then like some blessing. Yeah, it's a story still. Some blessings that you guys receive. Like I found that like it's good because I really wanted to focus and encourage people to look on those little things because
Mhm.
like I can see that you guys are like focusing on those little things because many people like forget like those little blessings they have received because they always look for bigger ones. Like bigger ones can be only be shared for people because that's what the people want. But then it's not. Like God gives all those little things, and then if you see like from after maybe like a few days or few weeks or few months later, you'll see that little blessing is making a big blessings like after all. So like I think that's really important, and then you guys really did a good job in pointing out those little blessings because I really wanted somebody to up and then like thank you so much. So was there
For sure.
anybody like just wanna like wrap up and then say some words?
Like, also for me, I was thinking like I've had a lot more time to like read the Bible and like go on like my personal walk with God.
Oh,
Like, I feel like my relationship with God has grown so much like these past
Yeah.
few weeks, and like I've learned so much more about Him and about myself, and
Mhm.
like being able to study like on my own time, but then also with my friends. Like we study the Bible quite often together, and like even with my family, it's been like really nice. And like even just like talking to friends and like knowing that like you have like people that like actually care about you and stuff.
Mhm. Yeah.
True. So yeah, I think also what Shelby pointed out, that's a big thing that we can take just from this whole quarantine experience. Like although it may be rough, some more rough for some people than others, but I think focusing on yourself and your relationship with God, it's like through
Mhm.
this hard times we can still find a blessing that we're able to strengthen our relationship with Him. And as much as it might suck that you don't get to see your friends or your
Mhm.
family, just know that God has been with you ever since. And now
Hmm.
that we have this time, we can really take the time out of our day because we don't have any excuses. Like
Mhm.
even though Netflix is there, Disney Plus, we should still be very intentional. And I heard this from one of the Atoma Bible study that we don't
Mhm.
just represent Christ, but we also grow His kingdom and let others know about Him. So like connecting with others. No.
Meredith?
I would say just count all the little blessings that you have, especially even after
Amen.
quarantine. Like quarantine has like helped us a lot to think about all the blessings, the little things that we have, the little things that God has given us. So just remembering those things as we go out of as things are opening up out of quarantine, just thanking God for things that He's given us throughout our day and things He's going to give us.
Anna for the final comment.
Final comment. I think one of the biggest things to remember now is that one of the reminders that I have thought of is that it's God's plans that prevail in the end, right? I think all of us can agree that all of our plans have been either like they didn't happen or things have been postponed, and it's just crazy to think like, oh, I had all this planned out for this year. I had all this planned for this summer, and a lot of them won't follow through. So I think it's a good reminder that we can't plan too much, and that like literally just to live day by day and just really put that in God, because now we're just walking out in faith. We don't know what to plan. We don't know what to look forward to, and the only thing that we know is for sure is that Jesus is going to come, and I think that's the greatest blessing to be this time. Just even through all this pain and this hardship and like sickness and death, that a better day is coming, and we can all together, and no one is ever going to be separated. And I think that's what gives me joy during this time, is that heaven is the one thing that we know is for sure, and we can look forward to.
Awesome, awesome. So I just want you guys to remember one verse. Maybe I wouldn't say one verse, it's a whole chapter, but then I'm just gonna paraphrase it. So it's in I really like this verse. I mean verses because it really like gives me encouragements during this quarantine. Because so it's in Philippians chapter 4. It says, "Don't be anxious about anything, but if there's anything that can be praiseworthy, do such things, and the God of peace will be with you." So I would like you guys to remember that. It's really devastating and it's really like difficult times, but then if you find things that can be praiseworthy, God of peace will be with you. So thank you so much for participating, and then yeah, I really like this. Thank you so much.
Say hi,
Thank you,
Benji.
Benji.
That is fun.
Yeah, my computer is getting hot, man. Anyway,
So it sounds like a vent, and it's like blowing air, and you're like, what is happening?
yeah, anyways, yeah, thank you so much. Bye guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.